Okay, so we are getting ready to do this double color chain, and I've put a little bit in just to get it going so you can see how it works. It's really important that you get the yellow in and the pumpkin body, at least in the eyes in, because you can see how close they are. So we need to make sure we just put this right on top. So I have both the black floss, embroidery floss, and white embroidery floss in my needle, and this is a little bit of a larger eyed needle. It makes it a little bit easier. You want to try to keep these threads, don't let them get too twisty as you're doing this stitch. You want to unthread and untwist all the time because it makes the stitch a whole lot easier. So what we're going to do is you're going to do it just like a chain stitch. You're going to go down in the hole that you came up in, and you're going to go down. So the next thread that I want is actually white. So I'm going to come down about 2 mesh. This is on the diagonal a little bit. And then split these threads up. Put the white one through your needle and pull this up until your needle stops. Your thread is against the canvas. There's nothing dangling underneath, okay? So what I'm going to do now is grab the black one and pull the black one down and pop it through. And then you pull the white one. Now, what I always suggest that you do is go back to the one before and loosen it up just a little bit too. So, because when you're pulling the black single one, it has a tendency to pull the one that's behind it. So, like for example, when this next one that I do, the white one will be way tighter than this, and we need it to be a little bit fluffy so that it's covering both the edge of the yellow and the edge of the orange. So you can see that the thread is a little twisty. So I'm gonna just unthread my needle and get it straightened out. It just makes it easier. And just go slowly. We are not in a race here. Back down in the same hole inside the Lazy Daisy loop. And this next one's going to be black. So I'm going to pop up about leave one empty hole or 2. That's a little close. I think I'm going to scoot over just a little bit. So I'm going to pull the black one down and leave the white one up, not in the needle. Pull your needle until it stops, to your thread until it stops. And then what we're going to do is pull the white one down and pop it through, and then we'll pull the white one. Now, see behind it? This one's a lot smaller than it was. So just give it a little tug, give the black one a little tug, and then you're ready to move on to your next one. It's not that hard. And I just tied off by anchoring underneath. I think I actually anchored underneath this eye because there's not a great place to anchor. So, anchor somewhere where you can make sure that that's covered as you're working.